In the second part, we had seen, children, that when Sherlock Holmes was talking to Mr. Smith, he just did not want to indulge in any other topics but to be concerned regarding his own treatment. Then Mr. Smith is telling Mr. Holmes, "Listen, Holmes, there was a sound as if he was shaking the dying man." And Mr. Smith asks him a question. "Do you remember a box? An ivory box? It came to you by post on Wednesday, and you had opened the box. Do you remember all that?" "Yes, yes, I opened it, and there was a sharp spring inside it. A joke of some sort." "No, it was no joke at all." Smith says, "I had sent that box." "Why?" "Because who asked you to cross my path?" "Cross my path means interfere in my work. If you had left me alone, I would not have hurt you." "I remember." Holmes gasped. He took a deep breath. "Yes, the spring. It drew out blood." "And are you talking about this box? The one on the table?" "Yes, this is the one." "And it may as well leave the room in my pocket," means I will take away this box in my pocket. Smith says, "And that will be the last piece of evidence, proof." "But I think, Holmes, you have understood the truth now, and you can die with the knowledge that I was the one who had killed you." Holmes' voice had sunk to an almost inaudible, which could not be heard, whisper. "What is that?" said Smith. "Turn up the gas." Gas here means an old type of lamp, a lamp which is burnt with the help of gas. And then he says, "Turn up the gas. Is there any other service I can do for you, my friend?" Actually, Smith is asking Holmes that besides turning up the gas, can I light a match to light a candle? I here refers to Watson. Watson nearly called out in my joy and excitement, because Holmes was speaking in his natural voice. There was a long pause, and Watson felt that Mr. Smith was standing in silent surprise, looking down at Sherlock Holmes. "What is the meaning of this?" he said at last in a dry, rough voice. "The best way of successfully acting a part is to become the part," said Holmes. "I give you my word that for 3 days I have tasted neither food nor drink. Hello, do I hear the step of a friend? Somebody is coming." And footsteps could be heard outside. The door opened and Inspector Morton appeared. "Everything is in order, sir, and here is your man," said Holmes. The officer said, "I arrest you, Mr. Smith, on the charge of the murder of Victor Savage, his nephew. And you might add the attempted murder of one Sherlock Holmes," remarked Sherlock Holmes with a laugh. Chuckle is a quiet laugh. Now, Mr. Smith was good enough to give a signal by turning up the gas. When he was asked to turn up the gas, that was a signal for the inspector to enter the room. By the way, the prisoner also had a small box in the right hand pocket of his coat, and which might play a part of evidence in the trial. A nice trap, cried the high, snarling voice of Mr. Smith. Holmes had asked me to come here to cure him, and now he will pretend, no doubt, that I have said anything which he may invent. Means he may try to find out something new. Good heavens, cried Holmes. I had totally forgotten him. Dear Watson, I am sorry. I just overlooked you, and I need not introduce you to Mr. Smith because you have already met him in the evening. Officer Morton, he took Mr. Smith to the police station. Now Holmes was having a very tired look, and Watson asks him how he had transformed, changed his appearance so dramatically, so well. Holmes replies, 3 days of total fast will not improve anyone's beauty, Watson. And when we will finish our work at the police station, I think that we would find something nutritious at Simpson's restaurant. Would not be out of place. Means after visiting the police station and completing our work, we will definitely have a good meal at Simpson's restaurant. So we come to the end of the story, children. This is how Sherlock Holmes, the detective, caught Mr. Culverton Smith, who had murdered his own nephew Victor Savage and was also trying to murder Mr. Holmes. Okay, thank you, children.